Well, how did they do a Kentucky, USA underage um, kid entrapment uh, on me by the graveyard with the ferryman Grim Reaper? Um, well, they had three sets of bad neighbors across the hall from me, and they were all rapists um, in their different ways. The first neighbors who were here for about a year were hot. It was two black guys who had hostaged a Mexican couple, and they were raping and abusing them. And then finally at the end, force entry when they locked them out. And then the Mexican couple left after that. So that was the first neighbor rapist. Then the second neighbor rapist was on stipulation of age itself. It was a gay guy who had an underage boyfriend. And you know, that's statutory rape. But he wasn't that disturbing to me. But he was still a rapist. And now they have the VA Cupid Delta Force Semper Fi evil illegal veteran liberty extortion neighbor who's the Antichrist Jesus hit with the jockey entrapment, derby, overreach, tyranny, helper, neighbor rapist, who is the female entrapper on like peers, and then doing, they've done like the train rape with a bunch of them, and they're female entrapment rapists on rape bait, murder business type hits. So that's the three different rapists. Okay. And that's all that has lived across the hall. Okay. So it would be hard to choose if they said who was the best neighbor out of those three. You know, the two black guys who hostage and were raping the Mexicans, the gay guy who had an underage boyfriend, or the overreach helper who is female entrapping doppelganger female look-alike on a Louisville soulmate scam hell, illegal veteran, illegal sex, Louisville, Kentucky entrapment with the Delta Phi. Who would be the best neighbor? Well, obviously the best neighbor was the gay guy who didn't disturb me, right? Who was just with an underage boyfriend, compared to the extreme of these other rapists. And that's the Kentucky kid entrapment. Because if I had to choose who was the best neighbor and chose the gay guy, it'd be a statutory rape, underage sex entrapment, at me having to choose him as the best neighbor. And that's the Kentucky, Frankfurt, Louisville, frame and lie, kid entrapment they have done for the last 4 years.